into this thing here. Make sure that's good. Oh, something went wrong. What the hell does that mean? Oh, that sucks. Am I gonna have to pull the chat up from there now? Oh, it doesn't. I don't see the YouTube chat, man. That freaking sucks. I hate when that happens. So we're gonna have to refresh that. I hate that that happens. We're just gonna make sure that that's good. And as soon as I get that straight, I'll be able to pull up the chat and see if we even live. I gotta double check if we even live. Let me double check it. Cause I can't see the chat right now. I'm gonna have to go into here. There we go. What up, No Cap? What's good, man? James Williams out there. Let me pop out this chat because no, I can't pop it out. We're just gonna put that down here. All right. Hopefully I can see this chat good and we don't have to worry about nothing here. Starfish Chosen, what's goody, man? What up, y'all? Yeah, I'm getting runs today, Lucky. What up, Rich Homie Saw? What's good, Simba? I need 2 more overalls to get to 99. Nice. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate that, No Cap. Rome is dope is in here. What up, Deshaun McLean? Just got out of the hospital. What have I missed? Oh, hopefully you're good, man. But yeah, some shooting changes. I spent the week really trying to get in line with the shooting and just like scraping everything that I knew, wiping it all off the table and starting from ground zero, starting from scratch and trying to get the shooting more consistent. And we're finally there. We've had 2 good days of shooting consistent, and I played the whole day for the last 2 days. And man, it just feels good to be back shooting consistent, man. The game is so different when you're shooting consistent. I can't stay that long today, All City. Got to go to the Apple store to get my phone fixed. All right, James, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you being here, though. Turbo. What up, bro? Got the 2K Lab account. Use your code, but man, still can't find the shot. Doesn't help that I've been doing 24-hour shifts. Yeah, it's a little more difficult if you are working that much. Yeah, that definitely doesn't help. But did you do exactly what I had showed y'all in the live stream, like putting in your input? So you select the size, you put the check mark to say, I want 2K Lab to recommend me a base, similar to what I did. And then I just plug my controller in via the USB and I input 10 shots that I think is good for me. So you're not seeing like the gameplay, you're just inputting, pressing the button to what you think is a good shot. So you got to imagine yourself shooting the rock, imagine there's a contest there or something like that, and just get that shot timing to what you think is good. And then 2K Labs could recommend you a shot. Hopefully that'll work for you. What up, Bobby Gilmore? What's good, man? I appreciate you too. Joe Smith, Heavy House. What up, man? You make. I'm new to 2K in general. This is Joe Smith. I appreciate all the videos you make. I'm new to 2K in general. I truly learned a lot from your videos. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you watching, man. You know, we're out here to help the community. You could also get a ton of help offline. So you don't necessarily need to wait for my videos. I'm always accessible in our Discord. So consider joining our Discord. You could type !Discord. If you have a question during your 2K journey, you could just come on into one of the party chats when I'm in there, or just send out a message in our Discord. Send me a DM, either way, whatever way you choose to contact me or our management team or a ton of helpful members that we have in our Discord community that can help you along your 2K journey. Father 2, what up, man? What's good, my G? OG out there, what up, man? Hope your day is going good too, man. Rick Bates, 610 paint piece is OP for me. To be honest, I get 15 boards per game. What's the dry joke of the day? I don't know the dry joke of the day. They be putting dry jokes in the Discord I be seeing. That new thumbnail isn't you, bro. What are you talking about? It isn't me. Do you know me? Ben Santana. He said the new thumbnail isn't you, bro. Y'all some goofies, man. Y'all are some goofies. Y'all are some real weirdos. What the hell do you mean the new thumbnail isn't me? That's because you think you know me. You don't know me, Brody. I don't know you, man. Get up out of here. Fucking weirdos. I swear to God, these weirdos, they come out of nowhere. They be so engrossed in everything that is me. Step aside, Brody. You analyzing my thumbnail and then coming into the live stream to tell me it isn't me. You don't even know me from a hole in the wall. We're on different levels. Go ahead and sit down somewhere. Just weirdos. What up, Toonie? 2K. That's probably the same dude that asked to brush my hair. That's probably the same weirdo that asked to brush my hair. Stop the nonsense. Stop playing with me. Acting like you know me. Little weirdos. What up, though, man? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Sometimes you gotta address these weirdos. He said, damn, you emotional or nah? Yeah. Yeah, you know how long we've been dealing with trolls like y'all? I'm a veteran of this stuff. We've been doing this for a long time. Every time I watch this video, appreciate you, Nick Hill. All good though, man. You can still watch the video. I appreciate that. One dumb comment, then follow up by so much love and positivity. That's what we here for. Yes, sir. Luck. Say it again. Say it again. One dumb comment, then followed up by so much love and positivity. That's what we here for. I salute to you, All City Luck. I appreciate that. What up, Drill? He probably just jealous of the swag. I guess he's just jealous of the swag. It is what it is. Get him up out of here. You out of here. Boys be just mad. They wonder, oftentimes folks wonder how we're able to do what we do. And because he's got to be a young dude. I imagine that dude is a young whippersnapper. But oftentimes folks just see the end game. They just see me here live streaming. They're like, how is he doing that? How does he have folks in his live stream showing him so much love? How does he do that? Why can't I just get up and do it? The point is that you can get up and do it. But you're so busy. You got these weirdos so busy focused on other men. On other men. That's why you're never going to get up, get out, and do something with it. I don't focus on no other man. I just do my thing. No other man. Don't have envy in my heart. That stuff just weighs you down. I just be out here doing my own thing in my own lane. So sorry to you. AC will check the nonsense real quick. Hell yeah, Bobby Gilmore, you already know. Hey, this is how I am in real life. This is how I'm not a gangster. I'm not thugged out. I'm just a product of my upbringing, a product of my environment, a product of just being a New Yorker, living everywhere, all over New York City. That's me. Yeah, because I felt that New York energy. Yeah, you're yeah, Simba, you already know the vibes. Simba said, yo, AC, you from NYC? Because I felt that New York energy. We chilling until you try us. Much love and support. Salute to you, Simba. I appreciate you saying that, but that's exactly the type of time that we be on. 0 to 60, 0 to 100. We go from chilling, vibing to 100. It's just how it is, man. And that stuff is ingrained in me. I can't even control it at times. I do my best to control it so I don't get, I don't let people get me out of character. But, you know, me addressing a certain level of disrespect is always going to be my character. Where you take that past me addressing it is wherever it goes. Real is the best word I can use to describe you. I appreciate that, Lux. Salute to you, man. You already know. I'm actually from the Lower East Side, LES. If you guys don't know, appreciate the sub, Augustine the King. But I'm actually from the Lower East Side of Manhattan. That's where I was born and raised. And I moved all over New York City. Started in Queens. From Queens, I went to Brooklyn and then lived all over the Bronx. So many different places in the Bronx. Neo Mac, appreciate that. Love your content. Thank you for watching. Did you play ball in high school? Well, it was different for us growing up. There wasn't many people who played high school ball where we grew up. We played tournaments. Like the summertime, we played tournaments. There'd be a ton of tournaments all over the city. So that's what we did. But like going the academic route, I wasn't fortunate enough to take the academic route for balling. Sorry to keep asking you questions. Oh, good. You can ask whatever you want. That's what this live stream's about. What up, Grayson? What's good, my G? Joe Smith says, sorry to keep asking you questions, but I'm really struggling with this jump shot timing, etc. What's a good way or message to practice my jump shot in my Pro-Am court? Well, the Pro-Am court is going to give you different timing. And oftentimes what I notice about the Pro-Am court is that you could go in, say one time you go into a Pro-Am court and you can't miss. Like almost every shot, you could try to mistime your shot and it'll be green. So the Pro-Am court is misleading in practicing. You could use the Pro-Am court to pay attention to your animation, but as far as whether it's going to be green, you might have a different experience when you step outside the Pro-Am court. The Pro-Am court has different timing than the rec court and even park. All of these things are different timings. So I go to the Gatorade facility. Sometimes I do go into the Pro-Am court as well. My dad from Philly on the same vibes. Yeah, Corey King, you know, we just chill. Just keep it chill and we good money. That's how it is, right, Corey King? We keep it chill. Everybody's good money, good vibes. When you playing on stream, bro, I don't know. My jump shot is back, so I'm more inclined to play on stream now, but we oftentimes go live in our Discord. So you guys are welcome to join our Discord. If you say you come into one of the party chats, say, City, can I watch the gameplay? I'll just click the live on there because it's just a click of the button. And you guys will be able to see the gameplay. New York, stand up. Appreciate that, Deshaun. Gameplay got tweaked again. Movement seemed different in the last few days. Well, it sure did. It sure did feel different. But for me, it's working towards getting better. At least I'm shooting better over the last 2 days. And we've been playing like nonstop the whole day. Again, if you guys want to see that gameplay, just type !Discord in the chat and the link will pop up and you guys see the gameplay. Agent Q in the building. Salute. What up, UCH? What's good, man? Love my fellow New Yorkers. You ride with us, we ride with you. You mess with us, well, you going missing. It'd be like that. Much love and salute, man. I hate that, you know, I love the vibes that, you know, you get when you guys please don't get it mistaken. I don't really, this type of stuff when we're dealing with weirdos online, it doesn't upset me. Like IRL life is just so good. Although I'll always have it in me to address weirdness coming my way, it doesn't really upset me. And you guys, I don't think a lot of you guys have seen me spaz. I haven't spazzed out on a live stream in a long time because I had to make that transition. And I sure enough did make that transition. So sometimes I may address them and I may look peeved, but this stuff don't faze me, man. And I got to tell you guys, IRL, just to let you guys know, IRL, we get a lot of love out there, man. You know, this is fairly new to me. I like being recognized when I go outside. It's fairly new to me. And it's pretty dope, I gotta say, because we're receiving love. And I really, really appreciate that because I ain't got time to be knocking somebody out over some online stuff. I don't got time for that. So I truly, truly appreciate the love that we receive out here. And, you know, a few times over already, it's been like folks passing by in a car. Yo, City! It's so crazy. I'm out walking my dog and it's sticking their head out the window. Yo, City! It's so dope. Coming out the supermarket, another dude in his car. Yo, City! Just putting his fist up. I thought it was dope as well. Just some dope experiences, man. So I try not to let this troll stuff online faze me because there's way more love than hate out there. Bro, maybe I'm bad at the game with 60 3-point percentage and a 70 win rate, but some games I legit shoot 0 for 6. We all do, Dan the man. Don't get discouraged. We've all been there. And maybe not all of us, but I've seen some. I could tell you this much. I wouldn't count myself as one of the best shooters, but I can say we run with some of the best shooters that'll put you down. And we've seen them have rough shooting games. So don't get discouraged. Sometimes it's the latency. Sometimes an event is going on. Sometimes 2K is just tweaking stuff for the sake of you buying boosts. At least it feels like that, in my opinion. What up, True? What's good, man? They ain't got nothing else better to do. You deal with the weirdness? Nah. Yeah, I try not to. Yo, where the dreads at? The dreads are tucked under this cap right here. All my dreads, they're all tucked under here, right here. It's all packed in real tight. I don't know if you guys know, like Puerto Ricans do something called a doobie. I don't know if you guys know about that. If you're Puerto Rican, you probably know that you did it. So, yeah, so I got a doobie on. So, and then I just unwrap all my dreads and let them flow freely. Nah, I don't live in Georgia. That is true, OG mentality, bro. The way you handle trolls. Hell yeah, you already know the vibes, OG. You already know. I was shooting 60% from 3. Now I'm down to 59.2. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Hey, don't stress it, rude boy fresh. Hey, I think this year I noticed that you can't stress that. I've been stressing. I've personally been stressing. So I'm trying to just put it out there, the energy out there to say, don't stress, my G's. Because randomly the game, you know, you have those games, one game you're shooting lights out, next game or next day you're breaking everything, you're so frustrated. I know the vibes. I always take the perspective, like if I have a long day, man, I see the homies, they're putting out messages in the Discord to get some runs in, and you're like contemplating, should I get on, should I not get on, should I just stay off? Zidandara, what's good, man? A Mesh V said, bro, NBA 2K Labs is the truth. Thanks for the discount. Hey, salute to you, Mesh. Thanks for supporting us here at the platform and using the promo code. So what I was saying is that sometimes you get on the game, you can't stress because it gets crazy. And look at this guy. You could tell this guy is not even from, look at this guy's comments. He's not even from, look at what he typed. Just, oh man, poor kids. Yeah, create another account so you can give the live stream another view and we could ban you again, weirdo. That's the same dude that just got kicked out of here. Poor kid. Poor kid. Listen, I feel for you, homie. I feel for you, young. If you're that young and you got no friends to get out there, work on getting outside, man. Try to work on getting outside and doing something productive. Poor kid, man. Poor kid. Don't got his mom's there. Don't got his dad there. So he's online on our live stream. I'm a grown man. And if you're a young boy that hasn't learned to see that I'm a grown man, that's unfortunate. You're gonna have a tough life ahead of you, man. So get with the program early. Get with the program early, because you know I'm the type of grown man. So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you something like this. Appreciate y'all, man. Saludos. I'm gonna tell y'all something like this. When I was growing up, there was always an older dude there to slap me in the back of the head when I was doing wrong. And I mean, you doing wrong, you're gonna get slapped. So the dude that's trolling probably wasn't fortunate enough to have that in his life. There was always a gang of folks that was there to keep them young folks in line. This is what we had, generational. And unfortunately, a lot of these folks in this generation don't have that. And then they get to go online and communicate with someone like me, a grown man, and they think that we're on even playing fields. No. I'm grown, you young. You're showing your youth by attempting to troll a grown man's dream. So, you know, unfortunately, you didn't have that in your life. But I could tell you one thing for sure, and two things for certain: life is gonna humble you. So it's better to learn things early. Better to learn that stuff early. Saludos. What's good, Big Red? What's good, my G? These kids out here need the pops belt. Facts. Yeah, you know the vibes, man. You know, I speak from personal experience. That's all it is. Nothing really happened. It was just a troll in the stream that attempted to gain. Just needed some attention. So we gave him a little bit of attention. I'm not even gonna laugh. I gave up on 2K. Blessings though to you and your family. Appreciate you, Ricky. I get it. Blessings to you as well. If you messed up big time, you had to go through the cocotazo. The cocotazo line. Yeah. We used to have the cocotazo line. And if you guys don't know what the cocotazo line is where the hood homies line up on two sides. And this is dead serious. He's not playing. Toonie ain't lying. We had something called a cocotazo line, although we didn't reference it as a cocotazo line. But if you did something stupid, all the homies line up one side each, and you gotta walk through the middle, Brody. And you're gonna get like you come out of that joint with your head red because they swing in full force. Some of the benefits of growing up in the hood, some of the benefits, I appreciate that. I'm sure homie is again. I appreciate that, Don. Growing up, the hustlers were our role models. They slap you in the neck to keep you on the straight and narrow. Kids need that now, and it's facts, Deshaun. It's facts. It's unfortunate. You know, this is exactly what I experienced. It's unfortunate that some folks don't get that experience, and from the outside looking in, you may think, "Damn, that's assault." Like some of y'all out there are like, "You can't hit a kid. That's assault." But I tell you, those values that it instilled in me, it's priceless. Especially with what I'm seeing in these younger folks today, it's priceless. I tell you, it's priceless. I sent mines, brother. Let them know something. Oh, City got a haircut. Yeah, I've had it for a few days now. Ian 6 below said Don is overly sus. They swinging for the fences at the headline. Yeah, facts, man. Your ma Don emasculating you, bro. Don't fold. That is good. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. Hoping you guys are all having a good start to your weekend, man, and a good weekend on 2K. I know a lot of people are off, so they're trying to get that 2K time in. And I know the frustration sometimes where like it's Friday, you know, it hits Friday, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna spend some of my day on 2K on Saturday. You know, I'll spend my day after I finish my Friday. You know, because Friday after work, you're still stretched in from the week, especially if you have a frustrating day on 2K. You're kind of stretched in, and you just don't feel it. But that Saturday, you wake up, you feel free, like no work, no obligation. And you got some leisure time, you know, you got some downtime. So let me get on 2K. So I'm really hoping that you guys have a good day on 2K today, because the last 2 days on 2K for me have been great, just getting back to normal. 2K smart for seasons, because if Legend was all we had to look forward to, most players would delete app and wait for 2K24. That was Belafonte that said that. UCH Gamer said, I grew up in the motherland. In the 80s and 90s as a kid, you get checked all the time. Life's gonna humble them, like you said. Yeah, it's facts, man. Y'all know y'all know the vibes. Y'all know, hey, I have eyes and City is a beautiful man. Just call it like I see it. Salute to you, Don. That's facts. I am a beautiful man. I appreciate you saying that and recognizing it. I think how you Ahmad, bro. Yeah. If you guys don't know, Don has been with us for the absolute longest time. If you guys don't know about that, Don is not only a mod, he is a staple in our community, an absolute staple, point blank, period. So if you're new here and you're seeing what Don has to say, you may be mistaken in addressing him. And I can guarantee almost 90% of y'all will not have nothing to say to that man if you saw him real life. I can guarantee you that. So maybe, you know, I know it's all fun and games, and I'm cool with all the fun and games, but Don is not somebody you guys will want to address. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. My Tuni said, my mom whooped my brother in the front of cops and told them if she didn't do it, they would. They just walked away and told them good luck. Yeah. This man's spinning facts. You focused on another man's beauty. That's crazy. That was Ian 6. Deshaun McLean said, I'm skipping season 5. Not gonna play again. We're all getting out a little Tonka toy bike with the horsepower of a snail. You talking about the motorbike? Yeah, the pocket bike. When you doing trials for the lunatics, I think I'm gonna do them today, Emmanuel. I think after this live stream, I'll start up the tryouts. Because it's been a while. So I've been holding off on the Lunatics trials. I think I'll make it happen. I'm secure with my manhood facts. Slitch, when I was like 5 years, I went home and cried to my mom about another kid hitting me. She just looked at me and said, well, effing hit him back. You know, it's one thing for your mom to say that, and then it's quite another when you actually get out there and you're the one swinging back. The city is beautiful in the inside. I'm underqualified to speak on anything otherwise. Salute to you, Belafonte. If I can't call my brother beautiful, then who can? Good vibes, man. Good vibes. I like the older guys 2K channels like you, Jay-Easy, and Brute. Salute to you, Ricky. I appreciate you watching, man. Salute to Brutal Sim and Jay-Easy, both staples in the 2K community as well. It's just a beautiful thing. I got to tell you guys as well that when I started this YouTube thing, I used to watch Jay-Easy and Brutal Sim. I never thought that I would be a content creator, let alone be able to connect with them folks at the drop of a dime. Like I could literally just message Brutal Sim and we'll get on a call and just talk it up. So same with Jay. Salute to Jay as well. Them guys have been doing it for a long time, and I would have never thought that I would have been able to connect with them by creating this 2K channel. So it's super dope. King, what up, King Aguilera? What's good, man? Activated Hall of Fame, Mook badge. Red, he still stays with his mom and sleeps in a onesie. New to the channel and 2K is too late. You think to get into the game? Or is it too late to get into the game? Also, any tips or vids to watch to learn the game? Thanks for you taking time for the stream. Much love to you too as well, Sincere Tony. You already know the vibes. It's never too late. You could always get on the game. This way you'll have a better start to the next installment or the next release of 2K. I have a ton of videos on my channel explaining everything, damn near everything you need to know. Every problem or bump in the road that I received during my 2K journey, I make a video and we go live and talk about it. So this is definitely a place. Not only that, we have a whole Discord community. So us 25,000 members in our Discord community. You guys are welcome to join. It's open to everyone who's non-toxic. If you're toxic, it's best not even consider joining because you will be banned immediately the second we see a toxic comment. Safe environment for gamers from all walks of life. If you're new to 2K, you're looking to get into it, I'm always accessible to help you during your 2K journey. From badge setups to like the particular build you should use, learning your play style, learning where you fit in, running a more structured gameplay, things like that. We definitely open to helping. Never too late, Tony. Get yourself ready for the next 2K24 facts. City, when timing your shots, are you using muscle memory or looking for cues? I'm looking for cues. And it's weird. That's what I was struggling with, Ian. I was struggling with, because in 2K23 you can't use muscle memory. Now, if you're a spot up shooter, full stamina, and no contest, you can use muscle memory. But I think it's better if you're playing 2K23 to start really learning the animation and the Q4 release. Because the way these shot fluctuations are working in 2K23, even on an open shot where you're not supposed to get any shot timing changes, on open shots, wide open, it'll give you the feedback. They can speed up your shot. So it's kind of erratic there. So it's best to look at animation cues. And in order to really learn every single animation cue, you got to be in the lab. Some teams play different. What up, Frank Daniel? Is good, man. Brandon said it's a balanced build. Sincere tonight is that much love for that. Going to go back in your history and watch all of them. I appreciate that. And no toxic in my blood unless it's deserved. Facts. But nah, much love to you too as well, Sincere Tony. You already know the vibes. We do this every day, so you're welcome to come through every day. We're always here and we're always accessible in our Discord. Welcome to come through there as well. Deshaun McLean said, All City Live TV. Now, a serious question. Oh, man, poor guy. Look at the poor guy. Thank you for another view. Thank you for another view. Yeah, appreciate that. Poor guy. Let the man keep making, let him waste his day making a ton of accounts. So he got multiple tabs open. Let him keep making a ton of accounts and we'll just keep banning him. And he doesn't even understand that he's helping the channel by continuing to log on to the live stream. Let me just read this comment. Now, serious question. What we've seen out of 2K23 and with all the firings and nonsense in the company, should we really look forward to 2K24? I'm not sure anymore. It is a really tough question. And you guys know I'm all about the community first, right? Like I really want the best for the community, but enjoyment and entertainment is always subjective. So although we may seem like we connect, you may find that NBA 2K games are not as entertaining or not as fun. It's tough because I could tell you this from experience, y'all. We had NBA 2K16. Absolutely amazing experience. Then we got NBA 2K17. In my opinion, from 2K16 to 2K17, which I remember clearly, 2K17 seemed like a downgrade. If you started on 2K17, you probably loved it. But if you really enjoy 16, which I was a legend on 16, on the main 2Ks, I became a legend. So on 16, I was a legend. In 17, I was a really high rep as well. But it felt like a downgrade from 16. Then we got 2K18 and the joint was an absolute mess. I didn't like 2K18 at all. But right after that, Time to Steal the Show donated $4.99. Appreciate that. Can you speak on mirror? I'll address that comment in just 1 second. What I was saying was we got 2K18 and threw everything off kilter. The company recognized that the player base did not like 2K18. They completely revamped everything and made 2K19, which was such a solid installment. 2K19, 2K20, they got those things right. Everybody loved the gameplay for both of those games, 2K19, 2K20. When 2K attempts to do something new, like incorporate a new city, which they did in 2K21, they focused on aesthetics, went away from gameplay. That's when things go wrong. So we had 2K21, which was a mess. Then we get 2K22. It was okay. And it looks like we're teetering. We're teetering on where the development team is. It seems like they move in baby steps. So they got that analysis from the player base. I think 2K23, they're quickly realizing that it's becoming a failure. And we just got to wait and see what they do with 2K24. If it's a copy and paste type of year, then it'll be more like they're just taking a year off. If the player base had a heavy influence on their gameplay development for 2K24, we'll see a ton of huge changes, which means they went back to gameplay instead of just focusing on aesthetics. So I know I'm confused. I'm confused and I'm conflicted on my expectations for 2K24. That's probably the best answer. I know I had a long-winded answer, but I am confused and conflicted on what we should expect to see in 2K24. City, I recently purchased some stock in Take-Two Interactive. Revenue has increased, but net income has been falling. Do you think this is why VC costs have increased? It very well could be. I know 2K is going through a transitional phase because of the money that they're getting in from microtransactions. And they're trying to figure out how to push microtransactions aggressively, but not seem like they're pushing it aggressively. From what I understand, microtransactions outweigh unit sales. So they make more money from microtransactions than they do actually selling the game. So it's very likely that there will come a time we'll see just 2K, some type of Fortnite game where, not that they're making a Fortnite game, I just mean to say similar to Fortnite, it'll be just released. They'll add like DLCs for each new season. I could imagine that happening where you're no longer paying for the unit and you're just, making microtransactions, maybe paying for like seasons or battle pass type of gaming. I could see them heading that route. As soon as one does it, they will all do it. The homie that here we go. Time to steal the show. Don't super chatted 4.99. I appreciate that. And thank you for being patient in my response. The homie said, can you speak on mid-range? The timing is way too inconsistent. Pull-ups and reg midi. 2K hasn't favored mid-range for quite a while. It's been quite a while that I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a time where the mid-range shot was a go-to shot. You'll like cross somebody over and run straight to the corner, and you're not going to the 3-point line. You're shooting in that mid-range, and that was a thing. The mid-range game was a thing. I will say that in NBA 2K23, you may want to consider putting on Midi Magician with the right animations, because what we have seen from folks that are shooting the mid-range is that they're hitting it extremely consistent. So it may be due to your badge setup and your animations that you got equipped, because a lot of players out there, although we don't see a lot of players taking mid-ranges often, the ones that do come out, which we played with yesterday, like the homie Frankie, he was running our point guard position and he kills the mid-range. And we don't see this often. Very well maybe due to your badge setup and the animations that you have on. I can't tell you exactly what to use, but I know Midi Magician does increase your make percentage for the MIDI. So try that out. Hopefully it works. Hopefully that helped answer. I appreciate your super chat. Time to steal the show. Salute to you, man. Let me see if I can catch up to the comments now. About to make 50 accounts to give all the love. I appreciate that. That's funny. NBA 2, that was Toonie. NBA 2K, it's a recycle every year. Well, they are making some changes. You know, they 2K is making some changes. They consolidated the city. The city was just excessive, and they consolidated that. But I get what you mean. If for that matter, the NBA is recycled, though. The NBA takes baby steps toward gameplay changes, where during my era of basketball, it was primarily like rugged type of ball. And the mid-range game was heavy, the inside game was heavy, and now it's evolved over a couple of decades. It's evolved into more of a long-range shooting type of game, and that's the NBA. So 2K is probably taking those same type of baby steps. All these trolls is ridiculous. Yeah, it'd be like that. I think it's the same dude with different accounts. Will Kobe be on the cover next year? I think he will, Angelo. I think it'd be crazy if he's not. GTA 6 is going to kill 2K's player base for at least 3 years. Say it again, Belafonte. I feel the same way. You'll never see that from 2K. They are too money hungry. Yeah. Some of your mods have Hall of Fame quick Twitch badge. They jumping on these trolls. I appreciate that. Salute to all the mods that take care of the trolls in the chat. I know I don't even get to see their comments, which is crazy. Salute to y'all, man, because y'all really helping to maintain this positive vibe in the stream. And I know it goes a long way for a lot of you guys out there just to start your day off with a certain level of positivity. Super dope. I feel like 2K uses the city as a giant advertisement with all the collaborations of companies, brands in the game. And they keep giving transportation rewards to keep you engaged in the city. And they're doing it. Salute to you for leaving that comment, Ian Villa. They're doing it from a lazy perspective. So like, there's a ton of people that play the rec. There's a ton of people who play park. You don't necessarily need to use I don't travel the city, because there's no reason to travel. Do you get what I mean to say? If they really want folks to see the advertisements that they incorporate into the city, they got to make the city more lively. For that matter, I don't know what you guys think about this, but I personally wouldn't mind it if we got like variations of rec courts. Like going into the rec, you get a different rec court for a different company that they need to advertise. So they've been doing this for a while, like for instance, Ruffles and the Chips Ahoy thing. They could do that in the freaking rec center and put an overlay on the court, splatter the court with advertisements, man. It'll give the court a new look, a new feel. We'll go play in Chips Ahoy for a week in the rec center. New rec jerseys, like they could do so much. Show that they're advertising, show their companies like, hey, we're advertising really well for you. The player base is seeing y'all. and give us the gamers a new look for like the rec. And folks always asking for that. But I feel you on that, Ian. I just think they got to do it from a more productive standpoint. I don't travel the city, so I don't see none of those advertisements. I go right into the rec center. Steph Curry did it. Now everybody wants to shoot threes now. Yeah, GTA 6 will come out in 2030. Are you still playing 23? Yep, I am. As is a ton of other people. Marky Star. The Comeback Kid badge is pretty good. I heard that about the Comeback Kid. A State Farm court. Yeah, you know what I mean to say? It'll give us new looks. Splatter the advertisements on the court. At least the court will be vibrant. It'll be shining, different color schemes, things like that. Yeah. Daisuke said, I play my career in my league. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's different game modes that folks can explore. Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being here. I know it's Saturday. Folks got things to do, but we out here just vibing out. The trolls are out today. They're trying to invade the stream, but unfortunately they fail to realize they're only helping the stream, which is why more people continue to come in. I wish they knew how YouTube worked. The best thing, if you don't like a content creator, I'll tell you this. If you do not like a content creator, the best thing to do is not watch them. If you feel like you want to get a content creator or attempt to hurt a content creator, do not click on the video or live stream. Every single time you click on a video or live stream to type and then leave a comment on that, you leave a comment at that, you're tremendously helping the content creator. I wish more folks understood how YouTube worked. This is why I don't get too mad at the trolls, because their view counts. Take away the city and bring rival parks back. The city is for career, not regular runs. I feel the same way. Do I care? I was watching the homie Badge Plug. I don't know if you guys know, we recently had a tournament where Badge Plug and Joe Knows both participated. It was super dope. Put them on both sides of the bracket. They ended up making it to the finals, played each other in the finals, and Joe Knows ended up pulling off the win. It was a 5v5 tournament. But I was watching the homie Badge Plug's last video, and he was showcasing what what NBA Live 19 did. And he had them like, he went through the portion where they had the teams line up like a park game, but they had about 30 different selections and venues to choose from where to play their game at. I think the 2K community would absolutely love something like that. Change the scenery goes such a long way. And I ain't gonna front, when 2K released the city and showcased the parks, I thought they were gonna be dope. I thought I was gonna get back into park, but unfortunately, negative culture is not going down. That park gameplay is completely goofy. Yeah, I'm balling today, Don. Yep. What do you guys think about 92 and under rec? To each their own. At least there is something like that out there. I don't focus on 92 and under rec. I just keep pushing. It seems like the entire rec experience is 92 and under. Very rarely, maybe one game a day, we get folks that are able to really compete. But everybody else seems like 92 and under. Is it worth using the Garda badge? It is not worth using the Garda badge. I wouldn't put it on. Seeing the video, what up, Drew? Yes, on Kobe's court to practice and realize I got electric perfect release effect. Don't know how I got it back and been trying to get it back for over a week. Ain't that something, V Rally? Which 2K do y'all think had the best cover and which had the best gameplay? I really enjoyed NBA 2K16. I really enjoyed NBA 2K20. I don't know about the covers. I don't really pay much attention to the covers, but yeah, those were two of my favorite 2Ks. The more you comment, the longer his facial features get. The longer his facial features get. The more you comment, the longer his facial features get. English probably is a second language. I think English is probably a second language. This year, it doesn't matter your overall. It's about skill. Yeah. Yeah. I will help the lunatic trials if you need me, bro. All right. Yeah. We'll set up that. Is the homie attempting to troll as well? Davon Keelan, are you attempting to troll because it's not landing? I'll give you some time to work it. Try to put it together. Try to put it together and then try to make it hit home, bro. Devon, I don't know if he's attempting to troll, but you let me know. Just I'll give you some time. Try to work together. Maybe take like a notepad, pull out one of your composition books, write it down, and then try to deliver it better. Because right now you're working with USPS, and on this channel, if you're attempting to troll, you got to use UPS or FedEx, because right now it's not working out for you, man. Just a thought. It would be cool if you could get a 5v5. What do you mean? Yo, what up, EG? What's good, man? You guys would like to see like a 5v5 thing going? That was definitely a weak troll, poor kid. That's bad when you can't even troll properly, man. Like that, man. I could tell y'all one thing. I could tell y'all one thing. The attempting to talk about how I look will never ever affect me. Like that's just something that when I never focus on how another man looks. Cause when you know what is so weird? You know how like dudes be like, yo, that dude is ugly. So if you're able to call a dude ugly, then that means that you're looking at dudes that are handsome. You should think about that, man. You should think about that. You're focusing so heavy on another man's features. It's not a... I ain't gonna front. This 2K23 is perfect for a lot of you weirdos out there, because I know a lot of you weirdos were super excited when you saw the Glizzy hat. I know a lot of y'all cupcakes were just so excited when you saw the Glizzy hat in my career. Y'all ran to do that quest. Oh, he gives us a Glizzy hat. Excited cupcakes, man. Be excited. Be comfortable in your own skin, man. On the real, I get that the game is not at its best, but we just have to adjust, just like you've been doing. Yeah. And man, I've been working to adjust. The jump shot, I haven't tried it yet today, but we will get on after this live stream and see what 2K is looking like today. Chosen said, food for thought, Agent Q. I want actual stadiums in the game. If I'm playing for Brooklyn, I'd love to have a Barclays Center. Wouldn't it be dope? Wouldn't it be dope if they really did like the Barclays feel? And I came up in a time where there was no Barclays Center, so I saw the whole thing be developed and what they did in that area. If you guys don't know, that area was hood. And now it's really different over there. I seen Jordan on the cover and I thought this game would be fire, but disappointed. I can't blame y'all for feeling disappointed in the game. The game was fire when it first released. I could tell you that much. The game was fire when it first released. Yeah, same randoms. What up, Coins? What's good, man? He said those trolls are the same randoms that be throwing games. Yeah, you can't adjust and call out the BS. Facts, yeah, facts. Because that's what I do. I adjust to the gameplay, or I work my hardest to try to adjust, because I be close, man. I be right there to get this game off my system. I don't even want to see the thing load up. Like I don't even want to see it on my the list of games when you pull up your PlayStation. On my dashboard. I don't want to see that joint. Sometimes. That's how frustrated I be. So if I could, I personally received the ultimate level of frustration playing 2K23, but we make the adjustment, because when it's down bad, it's down bad, and when it's up good. You feeling like, man, the game is just, the gameplay be amazing, and you just like, you really enjoy it when it's that type of gameplay. But unfortunately, that gameplay doesn't remain consistent. On 2K21 Next Gen, you used to stream Park all the time. Will you ever go back to streaming Park games? That's facts, Luke God. I don't enjoy Park no more. Park. I played Park 2 days ago and we killed it. We didn't play a long time. It just so happened was we was trying to test something out, and then other folks got on the other side of the court and put us in a game. And even that one game, I felt like, yo, I no longer like Park the same way. If they really invested some time and brought back that old nostalgic feel that Park once had, I would play Park. I subbed to Laz, got recommended animations that weren't in my height range. You might want to check with NBA 2K Lab. You could reach out to them on Twitter and they could help get you right. V Rally. I am not a manager of 2K Labs. I am not in any way, shape, or form able to help you with anything in regards to NBA 2K Lab, but I see them as a really good service for gamers on 2K, and they personally helped me out, so I recommend it to the viewers because of what they provide the 2K community. But they're really cool people over there, so you could definitely reach out to them and see if they could help you out with finding the jump shot that works best for you, because you are indeed a premium member. So I'm sure they'd be able to help you out. 200 plus 85 overall is heartbreaking. I didn't get to properly get that one. Nah, you, Brew, Jay-Z, call out the BS, and I appreciate the videos, bro. Salute to you, Doug. Thank you for saying that, man. The bridge is way better than the park. They reward you chump change for W's. They sure do. They give you some chump change for W's, man. Let's get it, GA. It's been a minute, bro. Hope you and the family are doing well. Hope you and the family are doing well, too. Salute to you, man. Let's get it, GA is in the building. Still don't know why Brandon's. I think I missed that, the kid. The park is speed up. All right. What do y'all think about the speed of the gameplay? Would you guys like to see faster gameplay? I personally, you know how you're running around in those sparkle shoes? By the way, they seem like the fastest mode of transportation. If you haven't gotten them yet, you should work on getting them this season because they really are cool to move around so fast. I wish the gameplay was a bit more sped up, y'all. I think it would be so much more fun if it was sped up. I don't see why it's as slow as it is. I saw a homeless man begging for VC in the city. Oh, man. They can also show advertisements during timeouts and in the quarters, like NBA commercials. 2K is not innovative enough. That's how I feel, too. They've taken a lazy approach because they could do so much with their advertisements, all while giving us a much better gaming experience. They don't need to full on do an advertisement. If they got players playing the game while they're playing the game, we won't notice it as players per se, but it's all about, what do you call that? Impressions. That's what advertisements are about. Creating and let me hold on a second, because maybe if you never heard this before, maybe it'll be the first time you guys hearing it. And salute to you, all you guys who understand this, the psychological aspects of advertising. But the idea behind advertising is creating impressions. So although somebody, if you're good at advertising, right? Somebody say passes one of your advertisements, sees it in a window or something like that. This type of jacket, let's say a jacket in a window. You got a great advertisement in your window or an online advertisement, whatever. It creates an impression in the mind. So although that person at that moment that saw that advertisement won't necessarily buy it at that moment, you created the impression. So 2 months down the line, when it's time to get a jacket, that impression pops up. And that's what advertising is all about. Now they're more inclined to go your way when shopping for a jacket. That's what this whole advertising thing is about. And while we're playing 2K, we may not necessarily go buy a bag of Ruffles or Chips Ahoy cookies, but we have that impression. And when we're at the supermarket, we may see something familiar in a bag of Ruffles and say, let me try them. And that's what it's all about. And that's what they don't get. So it seems like they're taking a lazy approach toward this their partnerships and advertisement. I see more speed of the gameplay around midnight, like 2 or 3 a.m. for some reason. That's probably the what you would you consider it less of a player? What up, OG Glizzy? What's good, man? 2K23 is like playing in slow motion. Uh Father of Two said I see more speed around 2 or 3 a.m. Do you think it's because there's less people on at that time? Maybe it's because it's less people. Sometimes it does feel like the gameplay be faster. And I remember a time in 2K where the latency would be so high that your player would dead be sliding. And then like you're moving toward the right, but you already got left. You know, you're already pressing left on your controller to move the other way, and it's taking 3 or more steps in the opposite direction. And then now you got to compensate because you're already holding left. So he starts moving. And then it's just like a constant puzzle trying to regain control of your player. And I wonder, where did that go? Because it seems like we still got it, but 2K found a way to hide that latency that you don't notice it. It's not as prevalent. It's not as prevalent while you're playing. You feel slight sluggishness, not like visually noticeable sluggishness. Smart Pop. Yeah, Smart Pop would be good. The release is different on Park and Rec. Yeah, definitely. So Steven Roberts is definitely different. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. We are out here. We finna get tryouts done today. Saturday, start of the weekend. Let's see what we got going on. I do have my we were talking about some of the things that Rude Boy Fresh said. The shot timing from bouncing off, dribbling to catching and shooting are all just so different. One will be so late, the other will be very early. And I was just gonna reference that. What up, Mark G? What's going on, man? But I was just gonna reference that as well, Rude Boy Fresh. The shot timings are hella different. One of the biggest frustrations I have in 2K23 is when I run point guard. Those shot timings are extremely, extremely different. Where, I don't know every animation from running the one to pulling up. So if you haven't learned, you got to go through a process of learning every single animation, the slow ones, the contested ones, the sped up ones. And I don't know all of those animations. It's much easier to spot up and shoot and learn those animations tied into that, whether it's a contest or an open shot. But I get it, man. Hella. I just went through this process, y'all. I just went through this, breaking everything down, bringing it back to basics to try to figure out what's going on with shooting. And I think we got it. Those late night runs seem like the game moves faster. It probably has something to do with latency. Less people on, you're probably not experiencing as much latency. It is faster around that time in the morning, Javon. So that's 3 people already say that it's faster at that time. I think 2K will eventually go to cross-platform. I think it's inevitable that all games will be cross-platform. Surprised it hasn't happened by now, but also grateful it hasn't happened by now, because Lord knows what we would be experiencing, what our 2K experience would be like if they introduce cross-platform right now with their bubblegum servers. Yo, City, want to support? Don't do Cash App. Hit me up for different options. Yo, City, want to support? Don't do Cash App. Hit me up for different options. I appreciate that, Gordo. You already know, Toonie. Facts, OG. I'll shoot 7 for 7, then 1 for 4. That, I also got PayPal. The PayPal's there. What is the best combination of badges to use for shooting? What tier badges work for sit-down shooter at 6? Sit-down shooter? That's a whole new shooter. That's interesting. I never even knew 2K had sit-down shooters. Oh, that's dope, man. You must made a new type of build. I didn't even know that you could bring chairs on the court. That's super dope. I haven't seen it yet, but you must have the new glitchy build. 6'9", small forward, bronze though, Hall of Fame. What is the best combination badges to use for shooting? In 2K23, there's not many variations in your badge setup unless you intend to switch up your play style. But if you're just a spot up type of shooter, there's you just go to the main badges, your foundation on badges. This is your foundation For a spot up shooter, it's Claymore. You get that as high as it can go. Your green machine is probably going to be set at a higher tier. So your next badge will be probably a volume shooter, and you get that high until you're able to unlock the next tier for green machine. And that'll be your foundation. My 79 3-ball 7-footer has very few badges, but shoots extremely consistent. So you don't need a lot of badges to shoot consistent as a spot up shooter, especially with a higher 3-ball. But you work that framework, just that framework alone, with Claymore as a spot up shooter, green machine and volume shooter. And then as you face tougher competition where there's a small window of opportunity to shoot, then you start incorporating your blinders, your dead eye, your agent 3s, and you're gonna have to start mixing up your play style to take step backs, things like this. But those are like play style type of badges. But you don't need much to shoot consistent if you're playing with a good point guard. So first and foremost, if you want to take good open shots, make sure you have a good point guard that could dot you when you're open instead of dotting you. You know, those point guards out there that just pass because they got jammed up. That puts you at a disadvantage to try and shoot because the defense is already on you. What are you supposed to make happen? A good point guard will force the double team and give you an open shot. So priority number one, find the folks to run with that'll help you become a better player on 2K23. Speed boosting and the Curry slide was removed from 2K for being overpowered. Why would they put them back in? Because they're not nearly as overpowered anymore. The folks do got speed boosting, but the defense is able to contain. 6'1" guards ain't that difficult. They can maneuver, and point guards are, I've never seen a 2K where point guards have been so limited. Folks, we must have had a good 70% of the 2K community who were previously point guards, and every other 2K just give it up because we rarely see point guards. Good point guards on 2K23, scarce. They're not out there because they don't got that speed boost that gets them open. It's a little more difficult. In this 2K, your speed boost don't get you as open as it used to. In previous versions, because you could consistently go left, right, speed boost this way, speed boost back, speed boost this way. You can't do that in this version of 2K because you'll be out of adrenaline and moving like molasses. So, hey, you got it, Jovan. My pleasure. Catch and shoot is probably my favorite badge of the year. Interesting, because catch and shoot is debatable for me. Maybe I got to give it another look. That Bill sits on the bench and gives support. That Bill has a bench. Yeah. A couch sniper. I appreciate the 2K discussions. Maybe 2K will see them and they will get some ideas to make 2K even better. I'm hoping the same thing, Alan Bass. I am hoping the same thing, that maybe at some point in time, because I definitely don't want to become a channel. I love playing 2K. As frustrating as it is, I think all the memories that I have tied into 2K. So 2K has a certain sentimental value for me because I've been playing it for so many years. And I love when the gameplay is good. When the gameplay is good, you feel phenomenal playing the game. Exactly what you need to spend your leisurely time. When it's down bad, and it's extremely frustrating. So hopefully we can help to make some changes that enhance the experience playing 2K. I'm in a clan of 0, Darian Hayward. Can you tell me your jump shot for your 7'79" 3-ball? Sure thing. I just dropped it in today's video. Top Keys, just go check today's video. I put the jump shot in there. You can go check it out. It's more towards like the 4-minute mark, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the jump shot that I'm using is, I'm not exactly at the blend, but it's O'Shea Brissett, Giannis, and I think it was Jokic. But go check it in the video. I dropped it in today's video. It's on the channel right now. I dropped like 4 jump shots in there. As a PG, I feel like you lose energy super fast. Well, I will tell you this. I feel the same way. Y'all. The PG position, I feel like I lose energy super fast. And I'm not saying, the reason why I'm saying it that way is because I don't count myself a good point guard. I've seen, in 2K23, I have seen what good point guards look like. We're talking about dogs that cannot be contained. because they got their pass that, you know, they got the passing IQ, they got the finishing IQ, and they got the lights out shooting IQ. Great shot selection. So because I've seen them, I know that I'm not up to par. And maybe we got to, this is what I was saying during my trials and tribulations and all these shooting woes over the last 2 seasons. I've come to learn about myself. And I say, yo, one, stop running point guard is what I tell myself. Stop running the point guard because that joint gets you extra frustrated for no reason. You're running out of energy because, one, me personally, I tell myself this, you're running out of energy because you're not heavily focused on those adrenaline bars and learning like how to consistently maintain your stamina when you know, making their dribble moves. I haven't learned all the animations that are tied into a slow down shot versus a sped up shot. Too complicated, too much for me. So I say, hey, it's just too much for me. I'm finna sit back. I love having a good day at the PG position. I love it. It's so exciting. But man, the frustrations far outweigh the excitement. So I said I had to set that joint down and, you know, let it find a point guard that could really run the point guard and let me be a good 2 guard. You know, let me be some in play my role. My role for 2K23 is a role player. And that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna sit back in my role and find enjoyment in just knocking down shots consistently. And that's how I'll provide for my team. Good point. Guard will get you open. Yeah, facts, Javon, facts. I agree. Steven Roberts, way too many shooting guards on the game masquerading as point guards. Yeah. Hey, you got a top keys. So plugging in the controller makes a difference than using computer mouse or tapping the screen on the phone. Well, I don't necessarily, you're talking about on 2klab.com, Turbo. Yeah, I don't know if it probably should feel the same. The whole key for 2K Lab is that when you do press the button on the phone or whether you plug in your controller, it's just about providing the input for 2K Labs. They're going to take the average of the 10 shots. Each shot is gauged for milliseconds. The way it works is they take that average of the 10 shots, they eliminate the super like high ones and low ones, and then they take the average of the 10 shots and give you guys, they tell you what you prefer. They'll tell you on your average from what you inputted. Hopefully you guys all understand what I'm referring to here. If you guys don't know, I'll help catch you up. NBA2KLab.com has a service. If you sign up for their premium service, they have a service that allows you to either plug in your controller and take 10 shots. You could click Jump Shot Recommender. Those 10 shots that you provide the information with, they gauge the millisecond timing of when you pressed and let go of the button. Because they have a database, over the years, they've accumulated a large database of all the jump shots. Based on the input, for me, mine was 483 milliseconds, which is considered a really fast jump shot. So because my favorite jump shot in previous versions of 2K was Set Shot 25, which is one of the fastest jump shots ever, of course, when I inputted the information to 2klab.com, it gave me back 483, super fast jump shot. So they recommended me a jump shot that would be super fast. That's how you guys would have to do it. So even if you're using your phone or you're using your controller, you're just going to have to do it in the mind state. You got to picture yourself playing 2K. Picture yourself in the game taking that shot. You can't just press it all willy-nilly because you're giving the input so they can recommend you a jump shot. You got to picture yourself taking that shot. So when I did it, I closed my eyes. I dead closed my eyes, picture myself taking a shot, hit it 10 times, gave them the feedback. And I did this maybe, had to be like 3 or 4 times. The 3 or 4 times that I did it, they recommended me the same exact shot based around the same, very similar timing. 483 to 5 to 490. So it was very similar timing. So hopefully that'll help. I'm running to the store and then I'm ready to ball. All right, sounds good. Appreciate the detailed info, brother. They gave me 2 shots. I'm going to try when I get home. All right, Turbo. Yes, sir. Hopefully it works for you. Hey, thank you, Skip and Tosh. Salute to you, Skip and Tosh in the building. Appreciate you, man. I'm still working on letting this grow out so I can shape it up. But yeah, that's gonna be a process. You see, is rugged. It's gonna be a process, and a lot of these cupcakes in here are paying attention to all my facial features right now. So, and I'm not talking about you, Skip and Tosh. I'm talking about some of the trolls that we had earlier today. So yeah, we out here, man. 12 assists minimum. What y'all think your point guard should average assists and point wise? Rec PG and Pro Am PG are totally different. I'm more of a Rec PG. All right. So what's a good average? What's a good average for a point guard? Double doubles should be an average for a point guard. The problem that a lot of point guards that I see on 2K23 have is that they fail to make the adjustment according to the defense. So when a point guard is coming, hear me out here, y'all, and maybe we can help create some dialogue, because like I always say, I'm not talking to y'all, I'm talking with y'all. As a point guard is coming down the court, oftentimes, especially as a smaller point guard against a good defense, especially this is the pro-am mentality, a good defense will always eliminate the three and damn near give up a two. So as you're coming down the court, what I see often is that point guards fail to take advantage of what the defense is giving them. So sometimes, although I believe you should average a double-double, sometimes that point guard is either going to have to just heavily focus on assists or heavily focus on shooting. And you may need to spend 1 or 2 quarters just shooting the rock. So by the third and fourth quarter, the defense is completely focused on you shooting. When you have that defense in the palm of your hand, trying to double team you and hedge too far over, now they're leaving your teammates open. And this is when you bring in and incorporate your passing IQ, knowing that the defense is overly pursuing you as an aggressive shooter. So this is what I see a lot of point guards fail to take advantage of what the defense is giving them. And I think that's the difference. So there's no set way to play PG. I see a lot of point guards say, yeah, I like to pass. Yeah, it's good to like to pass, but some teams are only going to force you to pass, and then you're going to be throwing a lot of turnovers. When you come across those pro-am teams that got damn near 6'7s and 6'9s of the whole team, you can't pass. And they leaving you on a one-on-one to shoot or a pick and roll to shoot, you got to shoot. And the reason why you got to shoot is because you got to force the defense to move. So this is the problem that I see with a lot of point guards. All season 5 was a struggle for me shooting. The last 4 days I've been shooting lights out. That's dope to hear. Glad you made the adjustment. And I kind of feel like that too. You can actually be on 2K at the same time your controller is connected to your phone. Yep, there you go. 12 points, 12 assists minimum. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be games. There's going to be games, especially if you go into the pro-am arena, where you're going to see those the defense heavily focused on you as a point guard, forcing you to throw a scary. And it's just, wow, it's so tough. I don't know how some of these point guards do it, because it is really tough to watch them do it. And I see Tron do it all the time. We run with the homie All City Tron, and I see him break down defenses all the time. I personally wish I can execute in that way, that I had that type of control over my player. But man, I don't feel like I'd be having that control over my player like that. So the point guards are out there, and oftentimes, we'll see Tron score 50 to 60 points because he had to. There was no other choice. The defense wasn't giving us anything. Our players weren't laying off of us, but they were laying off of Tron. They weren't guarding him tight enough. And then I see it often as well, where he'll have to kill in the first 2 quarters, and then you see the whole defense collapse. I don't mind scoring point guard as long as he keeps the team involved. Yeah, and there's there's the thing. Here we go. Let me add this to it. Like the homie Only One You said, I don't mind the scoring point guard as long as he keeps the team involved. And this is the thing that if you're a selfish player, if you start building chemistry with a particular team, then you appreciate a scoring point guard when he needs to be a scoring point guard. And this comes with building chemistry and running with the same players consistently. Because you're going to want, if you're a good teammate and you see that the defense is not giving us anything, like where say we're running a pick and roll offense or we're running a 5-out, you're rooting for your point guard to start scoring. You're stuck in the corner because you see a defender's face guarding you. The cuts ain't happening because he's a hell of a defender. So you try to take a cut, he's right in the passing lane. You're going to come across those games where it's just like, Tron or PG, you got to make something happen, B. And you're going to expect your point guard to start shooting so that way it can open up a shot for you later in the game. So hopefully a lot more folks get that understanding, because every time we talk about some of these point guards, there's always somebody who comes into the chat and says, I don't want to sit in the corner all day. Homie, you're not sitting in the corner all day. Don't you see what's happening, B? They're not giving you a shot. The defense is not giving that up. So the point guard has to score in order for your defender to lay off of you. That's not to dismiss all these selling bum point guards. I'm not dismissing the selling bums out there. I'm not dismissing them lames out there who think they can run point guard but don't know what the hell they're doing, and they end up shooting damn near the whole game and leaving you in the corner like idiots. We're not talking about those guys. We're talking about good point guards. And trust me, they're so, like, man, far and few in between on 2K23. If you find one, stick with them. Help them become better. Encourage them. Because there are not too many out there. Some people make point guard and don't know how to run point. Facts, man. Yeah, facts. Like, two main things that should affect your shot, base and release, are the most under-crunched variables in the shot scenario. The game factors everything during your shooting except those two, the base and release. It is spaceship legit. It is erratic. Like I said, had I known prior to 2K23 that they were going to affect it in this way, this is the biggest jump 2K has ever taken into affecting shooting for a lot of people. This is why you see such a minimal amount of good point guards. Never in any 2K have you seen such a limited amount of good point guards. This is by far the most limiting offense that 2K has ever given us in any installment. So I love sitting in the corner, spotting up and playing my role. Hank Johnson. Yeah, I cut the locks off, Jonathan. Yeah, it was a few days ago. Quite a few days ago. Yeah, people running 5-out and not having no play action going out at the sides be pissing me off. Yeah, I get it. I get the frustrations. Dudes, Sugar Hill said, word, dudes want the ball, but if the defense don't give it up, I'm not going to force it. Yeah, so folks end up playing. There's levels to this, y'all. There's levels to this. And if you are random or if you don't have like a ton of experience running with your team, and I'm not knocking you for that at all, to each their own. But I'm just saying, if you are one of those folks who are mainly running with randoms and you don't have a set team, you're probably never going to understand this. And you probably, what I'm saying probably just sounds like excuses. It's not, because I don't run the point guard. And oftentimes I'm the one sitting in the corner. But I already know what's happening before we even get into the half-court set. This is what I mean by being a good teammate, understanding the game of basketball with 2K 5v5. Before you even get into your half-court set, you already know there's no time soon that you're getting the rock. You'll be prepared to shoot if you do get it. But you already know when you run those high competitive type of games, you know that you're not getting the rock. This is a battle. It's almost like a 2-on-2, especially a 6-1 running a pick and roll. It's almost like a 2-on-2. So you're just there almost spectating to hopefully that your point guard wins this battle against the defense. Because if he starts winning that battle against the defense, that's when your defender in the corner starts hedging. That's when your shots start opening up. But the first 1-2 quarters, you're sitting there like, yo, PG, we need you to kill. This is one of those teams that we need you to work. So that way I can get open a little later in the game when the defense starts hedging to try and stop a dominant point guard. So I'm the best PG. Did I stutter? That was Tooney. I have to make a few runs. When do you plan on streaming Rec? I want to watch it. I'm not exactly sure. It might be very soon though. Because I'm happy I got my jump shot back. So this is when I start streaming gameplay, because we've had so much like good dialogue streams and not a lot of creators. I know not a lot of viewers get an opportunity to connect with their creators during these like dialogue streams. I've been enjoying this stuff, but I think, and then when I do play the game, I can't really read all the comments, so I be feeling like I'm neglecting y'all. But I will try and get a gameplay stream in soon. But again, you guys are always welcome to watch. We oftentimes live stream in Discord. So I'll just like hit the, it'll pull from my Elgato. And while I'm playing, it won't have nearly as much effect. And you guys could just chill and watch us. You got people who want to teach me how to play better as a team. My first year playing this. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Michael Thurman, ain't it much better? You got people who want to teach me how to play better as a team. My first year playing. Are you asking, or I'm not sure if you're telling or you're asking? But it is so much better when you find the team to play with. And if you're looking for a team to play with, I highly recommend joining Discord. Just type !Discord in the chat. The link will pop up. You could join up and be on your way toward finding teammates that you could build chemistry with. Not to mention, we're going to be doing tryouts. We oftentimes do tryouts in our Discord community to help match up high IQ players with high IQ players. We put them in their own exclusive chat. It's called the All City Lunatics. And those players oftentimes run with each other. So yeah, consider that as well. If you really want to enhance your experience playing 2K, I highly recommend that. What jump shot are you using right now? Right now, as of yesterday, I think it was, I know it's a LaMelo Ball base, but I have to double check the releases. I dropped quite a few releases, jump shots on the video that I posted today. But, oh, you asking? Yeah. So hopefully I addressed that, Michael Thurman. Have a good YouTube stream. Hopefully I catch y'all. All right, Darian Haywood, appreciate you being here, man. Uchenna Shalom said, I respect you for being interactive with the community. A lot of 2K YouTubers are so disengaged, but now All City. Salute to you as well. Appreciate that. Hey, the homie that was asking about the jump shot, I think what I'm using right now is it might, man, I don't want to tell you guys wrong. I know I'm using a LaMelo Ball base. It might be Oscar Robinson with Jokic. I put it in my video today. And if you really want to know the jump shot that I'm using right now when I start up my game, matter of fact, hold on a second. We could go to it. We could check it right now. Let's check it right now. This is what it's all about. I forgot I had my Elgato on. I could check it right now. No sense in hurting ya. Let me just give it to ya. I got my 3-level scores, the last build I used. And we will double check the jump shot right now. That's what we'll do. Ray Allen, Oscar is some that I went away from only because I was using that for limitless range. I mentioned it in the video as well today. I'm going to go back to Ray Allen, Oscar as soon as I start wanting to extend my range again. So I talked about that in today's video as well. I appreciate you remembering that. But I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to show you guys the jump shot that I'm using right now. Let me move this over. And this is what's been helping me shoot consistently. There's some that I just love the LaMelo Ball base. As inconsistent as it's been for me over the last 2 seasons, it's been working out really well. Yeah, so this is it here. I hate that I have to go into this joint. I really don't. Anyway, we'll go into it. I hate that I go into. I be so reluctant to go into these jump shots because I would hate for this joint to change on me. But we'll just go into it and show you guys. LaMelo Ball, Oscar Robertson, Kobe Bryant is what I'm using right now, and we'll check the speed on the jump shot. And I'll move. It's 40% Oscar Robertson, 60% Kobe Bryant max speed. So there you go. That's an OG jump shot. This is one of the first jump shots that I was shooting consistent. I think I made this jump shot maybe like around season 2. I think it was Tron who gave me this jump shot. So you guys see A+, 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 and then a C- negative impact. So hopefully that works out for y'all. That's what this is all about. That's why we do these live streams. You got questions, hopefully we can provide answers and give you guys a better experience on 2K. I only random wreck. I was a random in one game against another team. It was intense for me, just trying not to make mistakes, defending hard, being patient, trying to stay steady and stick to what I know. That's what it is, man. I know it's a process, but I could guarantee you this. When you start running with teammates, come out of your introverted ways, and I'm not calling anybody in particular introverted, but I'm just saying a lot of folks in 2K community are introverted. They don't like dealing with people and personalities and someone telling them about their game when they're already anxious playing the game, trying to just play their role, especially if you're new to 2K. I get it. I get it. Trust me. I get it. And a lot of people in the 2K community are not forgiving during your learning experience. There are a lot of people like that. But if you show that you got the aptitude to adjust, make the proper changes to increase your gameplay, come into our Discord. If you have that aptitude, if you feel you have that aptitude, come into our Discord. You'll start getting runs with us. It's that simple. I appreciate you putting the link, Michael Thurman. On that note, we are an hour and a half in. I didn't even realize we was like that far into the live stream. I usually like to do about an hour for the live stream and then start the gaming day. So after this live stream, we will be setting up to game. We might even just start the Lunatics trials. If you guys are interested in that, again, come into our Discord. Herschel said, I have a 92. This is gonna, with LaMelo, you can't even bump the release speed down and it's still A+ for some. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Appreciate you sharing that, Shalom. I have a 92 3-ball with Limitless on gold. I shoot 74% from 3, but for some reason, I can't make any Limitless shots. I'm constantly missing them. Yeah, so I go through the same thing. I wish I had an answer for you to fix that, Herschel. I go through the same thing. This is why I said I had to just me stepping away from Limitless, and I have it on gold as well. I have a 92 as well. But me stepping away from Limitless was like a Mike Tyson punch right to my ego. I wanted to shoot limitless shots, which is why I created that build to shoot limitless shots. But I wanted to shoot them consistently because there's nothing worse than selling on a limitless range shot that's wide open. So I understand the frustrations, but I learned over these last 2 seasons that maybe it's not for me. I'm pushing my range too far back and I don't feel comfortable right now shooting from that range, and it's hurting my team. So I said, all right, we'll reset it, come back closer into the 3-point line, even in the corner if I need to, as long as I can maintain some consistency there. So maybe Limitless is just not for you. And if that's the case, you can consider an alternative build that doesn't have the Limitless and gold. Although 92 3-ball is a good shot, you can apply those attributes elsewhere if you're not taking advantage of the limitless range. On that note, yeah, I am finna get up out of here and start my gaming day. Hopefully you guys will have a safe and blessed rest of your Saturday afternoon. I'll catch y'all either on the next video or live stream or even in our Discord. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you at the next one.